Today on the Skid Factory, we've got a special midweek bonus episode where we pull apart the motor from Too Sexy. If you haven't done so already, jump over to Mighty Car Mods and watch the episode of Return of Too Sexy, because here we are now. We're going to pull this thing apart and see what's wrong with it.
This is a 4G15, one of the greatest Mitsubishi engines ever made. It's a 1.5 litre single overhead cam, iron block for better powers. If you can grout these bad boys up and do 8s, no problem at all. Unfortunately, Martin forgot to grout it, so when he was blazing around the track, something happened, and it's basically seized at the moment, but we're going to pull it apart and see what's going on inside. Get some spanners, Woody.
Sweet as, let's do it. What size do you want, bro?
All of the normal metric sizes that make sense.
What, like 10, 12, 14?
Yeah, those ones. Not 13, 16, 15... or 18. Take note, Holden, Ford.
Paddle gun. Let's do this. That's a drill, bro. Yeah, you messed that one up, didn't you? So what's your call on what's happened to the motor?
It's blown up.
No, what's your guess on what's actually blown up on it?
Maybe pistons expanded so much that they jammed on the cylinders.
Yeah?
The possibilities are endless.
I thought this was a 8-second.
Potential 8-second.
Potential 8-second. Grout filled. No care at all, Al. So if you can't tell, this is all just going in the bin. Marty doesn't want anything off it. Does he want anything off this or not?
I don't care.
So that's why we're cutting timing belts and just throwing everything in the bin, because it is all junk. Unless you want it, you can go down to the Noosa tip and find it in the scrap metal pile. Just like that Falcon. That's it. Hey.
There's your problem.
Sweet.
Lemon squash cans. Common problem. Oh look, these ones are fresh.
So minus the obvious lemon squash cans, there seems to be one de-stroked cylinder.
It's not de-stroked, it's just de-rodded. And it's also got a little bit of a crack in it. Multi-layer head gasket, quality engine.
So what do you reckon then? Head gasket's blown and then bent the rod?
No, I reckon it's just bent a rod because the rod's not strong enough.
Under power.
Cylinder pressure.
Still
need to take the sump off and have a pop it out.
Oh, that's how water got in there.
Oh. The rod's made a clearance mark inside the bore.
That's where it stops. He doesn't want to go any further.
Burp.
As far as it's going to go.
You had one job.
forgot that one, bro.
We forgot to undo a bolt. Looks like there might be some stuff blocking the pickup. A bit of sump gasket schmoo, a bit of piston. Something else in here. Oh, I can't get it, Woody, you did it. You got smaller hands.
What the hell is that?
What is it?
It's your goddamn 8-ball again.
What the hell? That thing gets around. So you'll notice that Woody can roll it over almost all the way. Then he can go back the other way, but he can't go 360 degrees. And the reason for that is we've got a zigzaggy rod there. And what that means is that piston is coming down the bore further than it should. And it's actually hitting the counterweight. Just roll it over a bit.
I reckon I can get past that, eh?
Roll it over half. Have a look at this counterweight when he rolls it around. There's Mr. Piston, he no here.
Well, he is there.
So if we pop that rod off, we should be able to turn it over. Just roll it over. Oh, he don't want to give up.
I'm on slips, bro. Hey.
It's a boy.
It's done a good job, eh? Maybe we can post that down to Martin for a present for his bench.
That's done really well not to break for a start. Told you, one of the finest engines. If it had been grouted, it would have been sweet.
That's a pretty bloody skinny rod, dude.
Nah.
Nah. Oops. Do you want to pull the crank out, pull the rest of the pistons out?
Nope.
Not at all? Do you want to make like a coffee table out of the motor or something? Garden piece?
You know what looks really magnificent in your coffee area, in your lounge room?
Manky old 4G15 with a piece of glass on top, dude. Now we can send it back to Martin for his mirror. Now it's a 3-cylinder.
Well, that's not a bad idea.
Big bore 3-cylinder.
So that's about all we've got for you.
Don't you want to talk about big end bearings and the root of the cause? What happened to the motor? What caused what?
It's got a cracked piston, a bent rod and a hole in the bore. If it was vaping, it'd be a Subaru. What more is there to discover?
It was vaping when you cut the bolt off the rocker cover before.
This is what happens when you boost a stock engine. It will break eventually. It's a 50 kilowatt engine making 150 kilowatts. That's just cylinder pressure on a rod that is not designed to handle that much cylinder pressure. The rest of the damage is probably just caused by the rod bending and everything going out of smooth operation. So, bin it.
It is what it is.
We should send this to Marty though. That's cool.
Do you want to chuck this oil in a test tube and send it off for oil analysis or something?
Really fascinating stuff from Mitsubishi.
Stop.